Hello, Linda here from Barlates Body Blitz, little mini on top of her scratch tower. We are doing an easier paced workout today. It's going to be a cardio sculpt with a bit of mobility thrown in, a bit of stability, a bit of flexibility, and we're just going to use some light hand weights today. You don't even need to use that if you prefer to do it without any equipment. We're going to be doing 2 rounds per side, and so we're switching quite regularly. And the intervals are 45 seconds of work with 12 seconds in between, so a bit different today. I really want you to focus on form in this one. I don't want you to go too fast. Just really kind of take note of what I'm cueing you in for the form. I'll always show you the exercise during the 12 seconds break. The very first one, bring your leg into a slight squat position, shoulders are down and back. Bring your arms up. We're going to lift that leg. And then we're going to lift, push up, down, and back in line. So one of these rotations, then one, up, down, and in line. If it gets confusing, please just pick one of the arm movements and stick with it. The leg does the same thing over and over. So you want to have the weight in the heel of your supporting leg. And you want your tummy in, your ribs closed, and try to hold everything still apart from the moving parts. And up, nice job. Now we're going back to that same position with the leg, and we're going to come a little bit lower and just do a fly out, and then a rotation at the waist. So it's a fly, elbows to the waist, rotate to the back. So think about opening the chest here and squeezing the shoulder blades. So because we're doing 2 rounds on the same side, even though it is at a bit of a slower pace, you're going to feel the burn. So just take deep breaths and rotate. Try to keep your leg really nice and straight. It does not have to lift as high as mine. Deep breaths. And up. So we're doing those 2 rounds to the other side. So you're going to slightly bend your leg, come into this kind of goalpost position. We're going to lift one overhead, back in line. So one, rotate up, back in line, up, overhead, and down. The leg does the same thing over and over. This is good for your brain, people. It's okay to wobble. Nice job. So now same position, but we're going to sit forward, so hinge forward slightly from the hips. Weight is in the heel. We're going to do a big fly, then anchor your elbows, and a smaller leg raise with a rotation to the back. Really open your chest as you rotate. Those hands to the back and squeeze your shoulder blades. This is a posture exercise, so really squeeze, squeeze. Keep your neck nice and long. Nice job. So now we've got the other leg, supporting leg. Both weights are going to be on one side. And we're going to hinge forward. We're going to row and do a butt kick. So stay in a lunge, slightly lean forward or tip forward. As you bring your heel up to your butt and you row that elbow past your back. Now, having the weight in the same side as the lifting leg is a lot more difficult than if you were to put it in the other hand. So if this is not working for you, just hold on with one hand, okay? You're hinging forward with a flat back from the hips. Look in front of you. Shoulders are square, hips are square. Okay, now we stay in that same lunge position. Arms, hands, weights are back in both hands. Palms are facing to the back. We're just going to lift that leg and arms out to the side in a fly. Palms remaining facing towards the back. So this is going to be very intense on your supporting leg. So if it's too much, stay more upright and maybe tap your foot in like this instead of lifting all the way up. But remember, we're switching sides again after this one. So bear it, grit your teeth and try to work through. It's just some lactic acid building up in that supporting glute. So deep breaths. Okay, so both weights in the opposite hand, back into that lunge position now with the other leg. And we're doing those butt kicks, so hinging with a flat back, rowing, and bringing that leg up. So you're slightly moving forward, and then moving back. Moving forward, rowing up, moving back. It's like you're shifting the weight to the toe, to the heel of the supporting leg. It's slow and controlled. You're squeezing at the top, and then slowly down with control. Hips are square. Don't keep looking at me. I will always tell you when we're changing. Get your heel up as close to that glute as you can. Switch on your core. That's what's going to help you stabilize and not wobble as much. So now weights in both hands. Palms are to the back. And we're going to pick up that leg. So this gets the heart rate up, even though we're not jumping around, right? So we're picking up the leg, hinging forward, tap down. Straight arms to the side, but if you cannot do straight arms, bend your arms up. And remember, if you're finding it too hard with the leg, just tap in and back. But try and stay a bit hinged, so tipping from the hips, so that you put that weight into your heel of your supporting leg and really work that glute. Also your lifting leg, squeeze it. Squeeze the glute, straight behind the knee. Okay, I'm going to give you a bit of a cardio interval to help you loosen up. We're just going to go across for 2, in front, across for 2, in front. If you don't want to use the weights, lose them for this bit. In front. Big wide steps. Nice job. Another bit of a cardio interval. We're going to do figure 8 arms for 4, 3, and 4, and then push overhead, tap to the side for 4. So start with figure 8 and heels in front. 3, 4, push up. 2, 3, 4. Slow and controlled. You can keep the arms smaller if you're at this point feeling like it's too much. Maybe just tiny little ones. Keep keep your arms tight to your body, and then halfway up with those presses. But if you're with me, big figure eight, as if you're rowing a boat. It's okay to go slower if you want to do the full range of motion. Mini, mini. She wants to go out, so she's being a little pest, aren't you? Okay, we're doing a standing clamshell. You can either put your leg up and go out and in, or you can put it on the floor and rotate on your toe. Either way, we're doing bicep curls with the other side. I'm extending my arm because I need that to stop myself from falling, but you can definitely hold on here. So don't just go through the motions with your bicep. Really think about squeezing on the way up and on the way down. Find the focal point. That's how you stop yourself from falling. And then don't do any really big movements. Keep everything else still apart from the moving arm and leg. Definitely tough though, right? Okay, we're going to sweep across. We're going to keep the weights in this arm unless you just want one, and we're going to scoop as we sweep. So bend this leg, scoop as you sweep. Maybe arm is still out to the side. So what I mean by scoop is keep your arm quite straight and then lift it to the diagonal. So to the corner. Now, can you feel your waist crunching as you're moving your arm in opposition to the leg? This is core, this is the lower body, and this is upper body. Come on, you can do it. Squeeze, get low in that supporting leg. I want you to think about inner thigh up as you shoot that leg across. Wow, tough. Other side. Okay, so we're coming up again, and we're going to do, I can't remember which way we did the arms. I think it was like this, wasn't it? Or was it down as it was out? I think that's what it was. Okay. Now, focus. It's okay if you need a few reps to set yourself up. All I want is you to focus on slow and controlled up and down with your arm, and really pushing that knee to the back, holding your belly button in, picking a focal point and not looking away from it. And if you need to, this is your option. Okay, you're rotating on the ball of the foot, and it's totally fine. I know it's tough, but just try a few. Even if you've never done this sort of thing before, just try a few. It really makes a difference. If you work on your stability a little tiny bit, a few times a week, you will get better. So, supporting leg, scoop, with that leg raise, inner thigh leg raise, across the body. The arm stays quite straight with a micro bend, pushing it really up high, palm stays up to the ceiling. You should feel your bicep here. And I'm finding it hard to stop myself from kind of falling because the weight is kind of trying to drag you down. But now I've got it. Now I'm going to focus on my waist. Crunch. So it's as if you're wringing the outer washcloth. Arm needs to go really high to the corner. Leg needs to go across so you feel that oppositional pull in your abs. No crunches inside, no sit-ups inside, but you can still work. Okay, we're nearly done here, but we're just going to do some more cardio. What we're going to do is pull back with a back kick for 4, 3, and 4, and then we're going to touch our heels 3 and 4. You can make it as dynamic as you want. Up and touch, and now if you do not want to use the weights here, you don't need to. 1, 2, up and touch. 2, 3, 4. Pull behind, posture, posture. And here, think about your abs. 3, 4. Stay really nice and tall and upright here. Deep breaths. Okay, you don't need your weights for this one. This is our very last interval. We're just going to come into a side lunge, cross your legs and reach. Side lunge, cross your legs and reach to the opposite corner. We're going to do half of the time on this side, half of the time on the other side, and we're out of here. So now I really want you to cross over and bend and reach. Come on, bend and reach. This is a nice stretch. Now we need to go to the other side. We're going to work through the 12-second break because I kind of stuffed up the timing there. I don't want to shortchange you, so keep going. Really reach. This is it. And that is it. So how was it? Really short and sharp, 16 minutes, easier pace, but definitely still tough, right? All of those wobbly moves, firing your core. So you can get a great workout in a short amount of time if you multitask, if you use compound moves and multiple muscle groups at the same time. I hope you got a good sweat on, and I will see you again very soon with another one. Bye for now.